And this is what I want to bring out today is what creates being ready to receive more miracles or blessings or grace or just your desires.
Welcome to Help from Heaven. This is our YouTube podcast. We feature Miss Constance Fox, who is our spiritual medium in-house here. She's going to give us all sorts of messages from the divine to give us direct guidance through some seemingly chaotic times. So we are entering the holiday season. Does Jesus have anything he wants, or Mother Divine, anything they want to tell us today? Any messages for the week?
Question. More is coming before the end of the year. More abundance, clarity, and miracles. And it's actually maybe quickened slightly. Or a readiness in you there is. And that's what meaning Divine Mother, this is Divine Mother speaking with Jay, but it's Divine Mother speaking. And this is what I want to bring out today is what creates being ready to receive more miracles or blessings or grace or just your desires. What does that mean? It means you're in a state or a space, of neutrality with a desire, but a little more neutral, not feeling either desperate for this desire to happen or a desire, whatever it may be for someone, not attached, not doubtful whether it's going to happen or not, or deciphering whether it's going to happen or not, or sometimes feeling, okay, positive about it, and sometimes maybe a little more negative about it. You have not forgotten about your desire, but you're not really thinking about it so much. You're not really feeling that you need it so much, where it's really kind of is more of a, detachment, a desire that you want to have happen and may even very much want, but like kind of a little detached from the outcome, and more quote, neutral thinking about it, neutral feeling about it. And that's the space, that's the state that's that's ideal, that creates the desire is there, and then the letting go of the desire is there. That's interesting. And she goes, yes, yeah. So it seems a little contradictory almost, doesn't it? Like you put a desire out there, you have a desire. So you become aware of the desire, you're consciously aware of the desire, and you even consciously give it to the universe or God or your angels or Jesus, asking them to support it. Is that right, Divine Mother? Yes, yes, yes. But then at the same time, you kind of let it go. And you're not being in a state of need or really wanting or like having that quality of energy. Just kind of, I guess what maybe some spiritual masters word as detachment. So, boy, that's interesting. It's kind of like a magic recipe, it sounds like, or formula to create this quality of an energy or state of being. And you all are, and it's interesting how she says you all, because you could have someone that might be feeling more like that and someone that might be feeling less like that. But she's saying that all of us here that apply, that are going to be listening to this here, and um is this for future reference, or is it just for now in the present moment where we're at and the people on the community now? Is this for now? It is now. Yes, it is now. Yes. And um it is upcoming for all others if they follow the teachings, the messages, the video course teachings. This place of getting to is inevitable for anyone that's following, a spiritual program or spiritual teachings, because they all get you. to this state. Automatically, you come to this state. We achieve more detachment from your desires because it's the ego that needs them to happen. The soul just has the desire and lets it go. There's no need entering into the equation. There's actually no such thing as need for the soul. It already is in a state of fullness or contentment. It doesn't feel lack or need or fear that something doesn't happen. It needs to have happen or something. So that state is inevitable for anyone kind of following these teachings that are offered or given on this community. Yes, but all of us up to now here, I'm really kind of in this state of being. So it brings it more quickly, your desires, the blessings, miracles, desires. And the end of the year is sealed in stone. It's set in stone or sealed in stone, like maybe solidly created now, even the timing. Is that right? Yeah, so that's really interesting.
We keep hearing a lot about the 1st of January, 2026.
Yeah, a lot lately this last week
Yeah.
to 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. Either abundance is coming in, but also global events are gonna be kind of starting that domino effect, so
After that time.
yeah,
Yeah, kind of
but
somewhat
not
soon
very
after that.
long after, it sounds like. So, yeah, they said it's gonna go off with a bang, basically, January
Yeah.
1. Very interesting timing, so, I mean, that's pretty close. I welcome it. Any questions about staying neutral? I feel like it's a really easy in theory, and I get it, but it's really kinda hard on a human ego-based level.
You're right. It is. Sometimes it's impossible for me to genuinely and truly feel that way. I just don't naturally feel that way, and it's not something you can kinda make yourself feel,
Yeah.
I don't think. I think it kinda comes naturally. I wonder if there's something that can actually make that happen more naturally. But then if you're trying to make it happen, it's not happening naturally. But there must be something that can kind of help support or promote that more. What do you think?
Let's ask Mother Divine. Is there anything
Yeah,
else? Is there
good
something
idea.
missing here? Because, it's easier said than done.
Yeah, Divine Mother and Jesus. It is easier. How does one kind of get to that magic sweet spot, so to speak? You know, acceptance is the way to detachment, letting go, trust, not trying to push or strain or effort or control. It is acceptance, 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 not resisting something happening or something not happening or okay, kind of that letting go and accepting.
Surrender, accept, and trust. Those are some
Boy,
3 things.
surrender, accept, trust. Yeah, three magic words there.
Alright. Is there anything else she wants to add into, accepting or just getting into this?
Remember that when you've strayed off of your soul's state of being, which is automatically always in that state, it requires no effort or trying. That is the state of soul awareness. But when you've kind of strayed, and she uses the word strayed off of that or out of that soul awareness or God consciousness, that's what it is, and have been engulfed or involved in ego consciousness, which is all about needing more because its identity is incomplete. It's separate from fullness and completeness and God and love. So it's always in a state of need. It's always needs more, wants more. It's incomplete constantly. So remember the way back to soul awareness is the teachings in this community. In the video courses on the what classroom page? Yes, the 3 video courses, the way, the roadmap to God consciousness, and the hope technique, and then just also in the weekly messages and in these videos that we do, because these give you all the teachings one needs to develop soul awareness again. And she's emphasizing again, like we've been there before. It's not for the first time, but it's again. So, yes.
I feel like she's saying we've been in soul awareness before, but I don't feel like I've been in soul awareness in this lifetime. So for people that don't know that there's more, how do you even tell them that there's more? I mean, I guess they have to experience it, but can you explain soul awareness, the difference between soul awareness and ego? Just for people that may be joining us for the first time or first time hearing our messages. I don't feel like that's a common, like most people have no idea that there's a different awareness other than what they're experiencing right now, which is the ego.
Great point. You're right. I think most people don't. Fearlessness. One word that's answered in one word. A state of consciousness or state of awareness that contains no fear. That is not easy to understand when you have been in ego consciousness, which is fear involved, fear consciousness, and that's enmeshed in your thinking, belief system, how your state of being, your decisions, everything, behaviors, it's all fear-based. And you become gradually less and less fear-based and more love-based, adopting the qualities that come from love: patience, compassion, forgiveness, integrity, honesty, kindness, giving, generosity, trust, faith, all of these spiritual qualities that come from love. So you gradually become less fearful, minded, fearful, perception, fear-based, and more love-based, love-minded. And it's a process. Um, but when you get closer to being like more God conscious than ego conscious, where it's the scale starts to tip, and now maybe kind of the majority starts to be more love-based than fear-based. This is when it starts to get exciting, and um and God experiences come in. Sometimes for a split second or two or three, and then sometimes for a minute or two or three, and then sometimes for an hour or two or three, and then sometimes for 1 or 2 or 3 days, and then 1 or 2 or 3 weeks, and it can come and go. And then it might stick and stay a little longer and then goes. And it's kind of, she says, usually subtle like this. Um, Meditation, like a daily meditation that stills the mind, is absolute necessity. You can do everything else, and it's not possible physically for the human being body, the nervous system, or the way a human being is, our bodies. The mind has to become more still. You have to train the mind how to become more still. So the awareness of your soul, which is really God's awareness, can start to kind of come up and expand out from within. And if the mind's too busy, um, it doesn't allow that to happen. So a meditation that is comfortable for you, it's kind of like effective and comfortable for you, um, you know, to still the mind's thoughts on a daily basis. This is a must, and it is the hardest spiritual practice or spiritual teaching to incorporate in one's daily life for most people, because it's uncomfortable to be still. It's uncomfortable. The system and physiology and the mind um, is not used to being still. And when you start being still, the uncomfortable feelings come up of the unhealed pain and fear from past experiences. So, and that's naturally, you want to avoid feeling that. They're painful, uncomfortable, quote, negative emotions. Um, but um, getting into that habit and getting more comfortable with it, it becomes easier and easier and easier. And then spiritual growth really starts to soar. And then you start experiencing higher experiences of more bliss, more all knowingness, greater intuition or deeper intuition or insight starts happening, much more love, feelings of love, and less of judgment or negativity or criticism of yourself or others. You simply literally become a more loving person. Um, and it starts to give you that experience, that direct experience of knowing what is it like to become more God conscious or to develop Christ consciousness or to expand consciousness or to grow spiritually. What is that like? What does that feel like? Well, that those experiences start to come as you really actually apply the spiritual exercises and practices. And I guess she's just really reminding us the importance of the meditation because that's like kind of almost maybe the most important one. So just, need to still the mind to be able to allow those higher experiences to come up.
So very
Good
true.
reminders.
Guilty. Didn't meditate today. Yet, there's still time.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
so we talked about the gifts coming in and how to receive. That is being in a space of a neutral state without doubt, and just that soul's experience of I have a desire, I let it go, and I know that it's going to be answered, and then I don't think about it again. I just have this very kind of light, gentle detachment. And then
Mm.
also we just discussed, meditation as a necessary part of the recipe for spiritual growth, just the
And
nature
not
of.
to not to unconsciously avoid it. I guess maybe
Yeah,
that's why she
exactly. Because trust
snuck
yeah.
that in there a little bit because we can
'Cause we
kind of
don't want
forget to remember that one more easily, I think. A lot of us.
I feel like you're really good. You're always set aside your time for your meditations, and
I try, but sometimes I can miss them as well.
I'm
So
trying to be more like you. That is probably my hardest lesson is to set the time aside and do it.
yeah, it is for most people.
Yeah, so, I'm working on it. Does anybody else I know we talked about this in our community. Is anybody else feeling really, really exhausted?
Hmm.
Is there a reason, like, something going on energetically that we're all feeling this? I just haven't been able to sleep the last couple of nights. My daughter's traveling and she got delayed, and so I was obviously worried about her in an airport all night, but just the last week or so, I'm not sleeping very good. Is there anything going on in the
Really?
collective? I know some of our members across the world were having some feelings of exhaustion and, um
Listen, I was just speaking to a few days ago that just said, I am utterly and absolutely exhausted. I
yeah.
forget who that was, but someone was telling me that. And it's just so interesting how you brought that up. And that was just maybe 2, 3 days ago or something. I forget who said that. But Pernelli or Lisa, are either of you kind of feeling more like that or
I
no?
have a big yes. Oh, and Meta says she's here now too. She says, "I'm not sleeping either." So we've got a big yes. We've got, I'm not sleeping.
Oh,
Lisa Lotta. I'm not yeah.
Amanda.
Well, that's
And
like
yes,
4 of us right there just from our community. I'm not sleeping very good, and I usually don't have a problem with that.
wow. What's going on with that? And this is Divine Mother. So this is Jesus here now that's saying, a lot of you are feeling tension,
Wow.
underlying or inside tension. It's from being ready for your new life. It's from having the old energy, the old life, maybe even old people and experiences, and maybe even purposes or jobs that are kind of falling away or going away from our lives or transitioning away or about to transition away. And it's kind of like a time of transition. You're automatically feeling a sense of urgency, a sense of readiness for really a new life that you're desiring and wanting, and that's coming into your lives. but isn't yet tangible. It's not yet in your lives yet. And so this time of feeling this sense of readiness and a sense of urgency, also because this is a second thing. That's one thing. A second thing, kind of this sense of urgency because the world is about to change dramatically, just like it changed dramatically. Let's just say from the you know what that happened in 2020. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if we're allowed to say the bad word or not.
Well, just
So,
they know.
um, like that just changed, everything in the world for, for just about everybody. And like, there's like another like big change coming for the world that's on the cusp. And there's a sense of unease, a
Mm-hmm.
sense of restlessness, a sense of, urgency, because of enhanced energy that the earth is receiving from the cosmos. There's just
Mm-hmm.
more energy that we are receiving from the cosmos. And you're needing to calm this energy, or to learn how to calm this higher energy, or maybe just more energy. Is it actually a higher energy frequency, Jesus, or is it just more energy? Um, Higher energy and more energy. It's more etheric. It is about like a higher energy vibration, and your bodies are needing to adjust, literally, energetically, but also physically, to be able to withstand receiving this changing the energy frequency within our being and body, within ourselves even. And then also more of it, that creates this unease, this maybe kind of restlessness, or maybe a little scrambled, so to speak, or just a little imbalance. It's kind of acclimating or integrating, so to speak. And so there can be this time of kind of a adjustment that can be a little unsettling. So that's it. And then it's also like your souls know what's coming. Your souls know this, and you don't have like the full awareness of your soul. So you don't, through the mind, say, oh, I'm aware of this, or I know this because my soul does. But your soul is influencing how you're feeling, because it knows it's about to become free,
Hmm.
much more free. And it's been, like, drawing this ability to become free, or much more free, like so much ongoing, probably all of our lifetimes. I mean, that's always the goal of the soul, is to like awaken within its form that we're in. And it knows it's about to be more free and awakened. And it's just the time of like kind of a level of uneasiness or discomfort that the caterpillar feels in the cocoon, kind of right before, in the latter phase, the last phase before it starts to, bust out of the cocoon and become the butterfly. So it's kind of like that, process. That's kind of natural process, but it's just part of growth or evolution. The energy, and then a third thing, or lastly, is there are many more people um, strengthening their fear, anger, frustration, stress, just stress energy, producing and creating more stress energy. And this is the collective consciousness. So if a lot more people in the world are becoming more fear-based, more angry, whatever negative emotions, that's just called stress, you are going to feel that. Um, Absolutely, you are going to feel that. And that is also, a part of it. So being able to rest more, take it easy more, take kind of like even better care of yourself, meditating more, um, uh, you know, is very helpful to support your body, but also your mind and state of being, your being through this time. So not everyone has that luxury, but that sounds lovely, but I guess that's what to aim for.
Yeah. I mean, taking a hot bath if you have a few minutes, throw some
Yeah, or just kind of
just
whatever you can fit
just
in
up
or be
your
able to.
self-care as whatever in whatever form you can.
Yeah.
Just a few minutes. This is interesting. Pernelli even had a fever.
Oh,
Can
really?
physical symptoms? I feel like she might be clearing, like burning up residue is my intuitive thought
Or
on
kind
that.
of like a physical cold or releasing or cleansing because you getting rid of getting rid of the old to
Yeah,
make room for the new energy, new life, new experience to come in. Is that
that's my
applicable
guess.
here? Is that going on, or is it just, just catching a cold or having a little bit of a bug, which can happen? It's absolutely the body cleansing, clearing out. And this is also why some of you are more tired. You may not technically get a cold or flu or like, a fever. But your body is a little more fatigued, it's a little more tired, it's a little more vulnerable. So because it is literally, it's more tired physically with the kind of all these things, multiple 4 things, was it, going on simultaneously here, so are taking
Yeah, we've got the
place.
collective consciousness. Our soul knows what's about to happen, basically, and is trying, is getting ready. Higher frequencies and more cosmic energies coming at us. So yeah, we just have to try to calm this. So there's quite a few things going on
Yeah.
in the energy realm. That can all be affecting us. That's really interesting. In Pernelli's case, we just talked in our community that she's going to be getting rid of some there's this lingering kind of residue energetically of some negativity.
Oh, that's
Is this
right.
specifically for her to get ready for her angels, and because she's still waiting? I know. I feel like I'm just reading her mind because some of our other community members have some really awesome spiritual experiences where they felt like a whoosh come in and then leave. And Jesus had told us that it's their angels like coming in and like old energy kind of leaving. And she says, "Thanks, Stacy." I would want to know this, Pernelli. Like,
Yeah,
am
yeah.
I getting ready for my angels?
Right,
Is the question.
and so this is Jesus, he says, "Almost, almost, let it all go, Pernelli.
Oh.
Let it all go. It's ready to go. It wants to go, and it is going, and it will continue. Remember that, creation has already been born.
Oh.
Um, you can see this. You can identify this. You know this. Where are you now is almost um inconceivable, without having a divine perception or divine support. It's like on a human level, it's like inconceivable that you could be given all that you've been given to be ready for your divinity to awaken,
Oh.
divine part of you, your divinity, like going from like a broken soul, so to speak, you know, a low level of life experience in some way, whatever way, and then coming into your divinity in this same life just some years later. Like, how is it possible to go from that level of experience to being ready and able to experience your divinity, your divine birthright, your divine identity, where you are whole, you are powerful, you are strong and free and joy filled and pure hearted and pure spirited. It's just like our true divine nature, our true divinity, and being able to experience who you truly are. It's because you have let go, let go, and let go, and let go, and let go, and let go. And there are more than several lifetimes of accumulated trauma that you've been experiencing for the sole purpose of releasing that trauma. These experiences come up to have you experience the trauma that you have experienced in your past that we naturally want to heal. Our soul wants us to heal. God wants us to heal. We're always naturally going in that cycle toward healing eventually. Healing what's not in alignment with truth or love or that divinity. A freedom is near, and it is able to be kind of seen or felt or touched on the horizon by you, or at least that's what Jesus is saying. Like you can almost even feel it, or almost see the light at the end of the tunnel, or feel it just at a little distance there, like it's um and that's because it is near. That's because it is. Or this would be a very foreign concept that you wouldn't even be in alignment with on any level of thinking. Like you just be like, what? That makes, but it does make sense to you. It does make sense, to you, and you are ready for this. So it is very near. So just continue allowing, and letting go, because that's what's happening. And physically, your cells are saying, I am letting go. I am letting go. And when they are physical cells, they're letting go of energy, and then physical substances that are attracted to that lower quality energy that you're letting go of. So that's being released, that energy. You could call it negative energy. And then I'm presuming that, quote, physical substances, even if they're microscopic, was probably toxins, I would think, of one form or another. I'm sure there's many different types of toxins, but like, is that it? Like in what's going, yes, and that's what's going out with it. So, make amends with anything that remains. Think if there's anything else that needs forgiving, or just consciously letting go or surrendering, because now is the time to let go of anything that needs to be let go of, that you want to let go of course, or that's needed to let go of. Just have that allowance and willingness and desire. And it's not much longer, Pernelli, to be free, to have this freedom come into your life. So that was a mouthful.
Yeah, but
Mine are too, almost, just hearing that. Geez.
aw,
Yeah.
that's so nice. Welcome to the club. That's why I lifted up the tissues. She's like, my eyes are tearing up. Like, oh, welcome to the cry club. Jesus is worthy of doing that to you.
Right.
Let me just see if any questions come up. Oh, she said, I'm so grateful for this message. Aw.
Oh, Pernelli. I'm grateful that I got to hear that for myself, because,
Yeah, but that's
it
awesome.
helps remind us, and it helps, and then it just helps me kind of let go more, or be in that space or that energy. So,
Yeah, it's so beautiful. And like he told us a couple shows ago, or maybe in our community meetup, but that when we have negative emotions trapped, it also traps toxins, which I don't think I
who
ever,
said that?
Jay, Divine Mother, you did.
Oh, just now or today, you mean? Or
Not well, he just kind of mentioned that the fever might be when you have a physical substance that needs to be released, or negative emotions, they go hand in hand. So I
Right.
think that's part of what the fever she's clearing some sort of, toxin or, whatnot. But that's just a really good reminder of that when we have a physical or a emotional fear that we're not letting go of or, that we're holding on to, it actually like attracts like, and the body does hold on to, whether that's a fungus, parasite, a toxin, but those areas become weakened and then it attracts more negative things physically.
Right. Just like attracts like.
And very in
Energy attracts other things of the like energy. Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting.
And Pernelli said we are in it together, so it's really interesting that we're kind of all having very similar, symptoms. You and I have same fears, 3 fears that we have to do our homework on.
Right. Thanks
Same
for
with
the
the big
reminder, Stacy. Do that this weekend. All right.
Yeah, so we'll get that done, but any other last questions? I didn't see anything pop up. Any other last comments from Jesus or Divine Mother to wrap up our short little weekly message here?
So is this Jesus? Just goes to one word, which is meta. Goes to meta. Oh, addressing that she's not sleeping so
Oh.
well lately. Your sleeping is like, um, stressful. I guess just another word of that it's not, sound or good quality at the moment, sleeping. And there's still a block, an energetic block in the middle, like the midsection of the body. So I don't know if that means the heart of the solar plexus kind of area, but like, is that the area, like the center? Um, yeah, there's a blocked energy and oh no, it's the heart. And it can kind of maybe be this whole center, but it's from the heart. There's a result. The block's in the heart, from the heart. And it can be breathed into there now. And what's there will be able to be brought out or purged out, purified out or purged out, expelled out more easily now. Like I feel even more so than like a week ago or something has happened, like this readiness. And now Meta is like an expert breathwork person, psychomatter. I can't even pronounce her title, but she does certain body work, body healing, and then also is a breathwork expert, like literally teaches it for years. And so so interesting how he brought that up to her. So like breathing into the heart, I guess in a way that I'm sure you already know, Meta, is like really able to be extra effective right now at expelling out what's there that's creating this block in the body or spine or in that area from the heart. And it's creating like just this stress in the body, an imbalance. This will come into balance soon. It's almost ready, so just do that. I guess he's recommending breathe into the heart. I guess the way she knows how to do that.
Yeah,
But
that's a
so anyway, it will just be particularly effective right now because you're kind of really ready for it to leave. And the heart's been broken, and it is broken. It's been broken, and so honor that. Like it's understandable. It's understandable how the heart feels and why it feels broken, and that's a big block. So it has the energy kind of, imbalanced within the body. And so that can, of course, affect someone's sleep. Needless to say, quality of sleep. So that's really the main thing about what that's about. But I feel it's about to be healed or calmed and, comforted. And that, that block there is just going to dissipate away and kind of be released away, kind of like really healed more on a deeper level. So just kind of, be honoring of yourself and then do that breath work on that. And it's really going to be more effective now than I think ever by doing that. That's what Jay says. So, yeah.
okay. Any questions on that, Meta? Welcome to the Broken Heart Club.
Right.
That's 2 of us now in our close circle that are still dealing with a broken heart. It's amazing how that can just feel like it's been acknowledged and taken care of, and then nope, it's still there, lingering.
Yeah. I hate that saying, sometimes it just takes time, but, I guess sometimes that could be the case, like just
Yeah.
be easy on yourself.
But yeah, totally understandable. Any other questions from anybody or last closing messages from you, Jesus or Divine Mother?
Just says, this is kind of funny. They don't usually say this. So I don't know why they're saying this. A plus Connie and Stacy today. Like, well,
It's
thank you for the kudos. I mean, we've never gotten that before. So that's interesting that he words that.
That's
I think
cute.
he's just what he's saying is like, thank you. I mean, I think he's saying it in like gratitude. Thank you for making all of us a priority, including ourselves and our spirit and soul and our evolution and sharing with others and the others sharing themselves, which always helps others heal and grow. And so just like honoring that and valuing that. And I think it's just saying that really for all of us because he says thank you. I feel he's really he doesn't do that too often like that, but he's like really thank you for valuing this for ourselves and each other and others and even for God, and valuing Jesus, the Divine Mother and the Heavenly Father, and valuing and honoring them. We're all doing that by being here, or just a part of this, community. Yeah, so well, that's very touching, Jesus. So thank you. Wow. I will, I will be giving more. I will be giving more fruits soon. I don't know why he's saying that, but and he's just saying like you know, be be like children that know how deserving they are. Just naturally feeling I deserve this goodness, whatever in that whatever form. Um, yeah, that's it. So, wow.
I think he said that because it's on my list of unmet needs that Mother Divine asked us to create, and I
Mm,
said I would like this to be bigger and reach more people and be supported. So,
mm,
interesting that that was
wow. Yeah.
So thank you for acknowledging that,
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah.
So, anyway, I'm trying to help spread the message. I feel like that urgency is close where it's about to hit the fan, and I want more people to feel that they're guided and know what to do, and because I feel like a lot of people are feeling it and they're feeling helpless. So,
Yeah. And even also alone or,
yeah, just confused, overwhelmed, not quite sure. So,
yeah.
yeah, just
Yeah.
being able to reach more people, yeah, would be great. So, thank you.
Right.
I wanna just show this on the stream real quick.
Thank you, Pernelli. Thank you, Meta.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lisa.
And thank you for our members who are awesome and keep showing up and are holding the vibration high, and we are in all this, together. So it is fun to see
Yes.
everybody kind of reflecting a lot of the same symptoms and same pains and fears that we're still slightly holding on to. So, thank you, Connie, for your time. And
Yes. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you,
like
everybody.
be a member and get in on all this goodness, feel free to click the link to our school community below.